Hello and welcome once again to my channel. My name is Angie, and today I'm going to do a reading for you. If you click this video, probably there's something here that you could use, and yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, my love, and let's jump right into it. Okay. Okay, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. Okay, so this is the first card that popped up. So there's a little bit of a situation here. The artist. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna let some more cards. Yeah. Five of Wands. Okay, so really what I picked up immediately in this card is that there's a bit of, I wouldn't say fight directly, but not there's somebody, I don't know if it's a friend. I don't think it's someone that you live with. I think it's somebody in your environment outside of your house that really are pretending to be your friend, or yeah, they're pretending to be your friend, and the reality is that they want to get something from you. And I do feel like there's some sort of conflict there for some reason. I don't know what is it exactly, but I do see that excuse me, that you are you're minding your own business. You're just minding your own business, like, working and doing your stuff. But there's that person that really wants to get into your life and know, and I feel like a lot of gossip energy. Yeah, like snakes, that kind of thing. That's what I'm picking up on. And it's gonna end up in some conflict, And really, it's just okay, so that person is trying to mess with your life. 1221 is trying to create conflict. That person that is pretending to be your friend is really creating a lot. Is really trying to figure it out. Who are you friends with? Even relationship. What else? I don't know. Every single aspect of your life, that person is trying to get in and trying to manipulate everything to mess up what you have and really create conflict, make you fight with everyone that you love, really. And yeah, I do see that. And maybe you are not I don't know if you're actually conscious about it or not, but really that situation is going on. And maybe you're thinking like, they wouldn't do that. Like, I'm really becoming friends with them. And you know. Excuse me. But no, trust trust the messages that you're getting, because I feel like you're being protected, first of all. and and I feel like there are situations that are actually going in your favor, because they are uncovering, like taking the mask off of that so-called friend, new friend or whatever. and and you're just like, no, like that's not that's not what's going on. Like, you shouldn't, protecting you're protecting them, and you really should just take a step back and really look into that, because I feel like you are a very smart person, but you you do have a huge heart, and that's why maybe you're struggling a bit to see the evil in somebody. But really trust your guts, and really know that not everything is what it seems. 10 of Swords. I mean, my love, really. Yes. You just, yeah, yeah. It couldn't be any clearer. That's such a huge confirmation. Okay, so let's see a little bit of how what you can do, what advice they give you towards that situation, that person that might be new in your life, and maybe you're just really, thinking that, well, they're including me in their friend group, and it's really just, they're really just being nice. You maybe feel a little bit of I wouldn't say lone wolf, because you're not. You have your pack with you, but I'm really picking up on popularity. Maybe that new friend is somehow a little bit more popular, or maybe just have a little bit of a reputation, um, or is a little bit known by more people. And because of that, they suddenly got interested in you, and you're just like, you know what, why not? I mean, why shouldn't I give a chance? And the thing is that that's not a bad thinking, that's a good thinking, because you should be open-minded to new situations, new people, and that's perfectly fine. But in this particular case, I am saying that that person is really not for you, in that's doesn't have a good energy, and doesn't mean you well. That's the thing. It doesn't mean you well. It just wants to sabotage you, because maybe that person is envying you, and you shouldn't keep that kind of people in your life, because really it isn't giving you anything but problems and conflict, and just negative energy, low vibrational energy. And okay. So what I'm saying is that, of course, you're just going to be perfectly fine, my love. You're going to be fine with this situation, and maybe you're gonna be fine, but because you I don't know if you're in a class. There goes the lights. I don't know if you're confirmation. I don't know if you're, maybe you're in a class, okay, and maybe she's just a classmate. So she's a classmate and you have your group of friends. Maybe she's a little bit more popular and this and that. And maybe maybe you don't have such a factual proof about about her. Maybe is it her? About that popular friend being not not trying. Oh my god, you don't have like a proof, a factual proof right now of that person not being good for you, maybe, but you really do have to trust your instincts. And you're gonna be fine, but of course, because you're in the same class with that person, that's gonna hurt because you're gonna, well, you just, I feel like, you were having fun and really just exploring a little part of yourself that you haven't done yet. And it doesn't mean that you won't. But yeah, I do feel like that bit of a heartbreak because, I don't know, you just really thought that they were a good person. And that's okay. You're going to still have your friends, and that's what I'm picking up on, okay? I'm still showing you the cards because maybe you do have a little bit of a different interpretation to it. So, I'm just open to it. Yeah, I do feel like you do have your friends, and even though you might feel a little bit heartbroken, it's okay because you have a stable system for you, a good support system. But don't let that don't have a negative thought, thinking. Don't have a negative thinking towards this situation, like like I really wanted that to work, and how am I gonna live now that, I don't know, era of my life if I'm in a class with that person and there's not more people, and this really was a good opportunity for me, and I don't really understand it. Like, you're just with that thinking. First of all, that's not true, okay? Because you have a lot of opportunities coming towards you, and you're going to live a very beautiful life, meet a lot of beautiful people for you, my love. But if you do fall into that mindset, okay, you're just really creating a new reality that you don't really live in, because I understand that you're heartbroken and that's what happens. I'm not telling you to be all the time vibrating really high, of course not. Go through that phase of a friendship breakup, that's fine, but don't let that mess with all that you have, because I feel like you do have a lot of blessings in your life, a lot of beautiful connections in your life. So doing that would just really create what she wanted. It's a she. I mean, I'm just saying she all the time. So yeah, don't let yourself be blinded by that pain, by that thought, by that. Don't do that, okay? At least that's my advice. To don't do that. Of course, feel your pain, but you're going to have beautiful people. If you maybe just want to feel, a little bit of that popular experience, you will. Okay? You will at some point with somebody that is really good for you. You can manifest that, and there's such good hearted people out there that doesn't have to be that evil, you know. And also, of course, I understand that you do want to have that kind of experience, but don't get fixated on, don't get caught up on superficial things. I mean, of course, leave that, of course, but you know, once you do, you realize that not everything is that. You just come to that state of mind. You'll just realize, and you can have everything you want, my love. Okay. Yeah. You're going to have beautiful connections in your life, more than you have right now. But also more doesn't mean better, okay? Have that in mind, and take care of the friendships, relationships that you have right now, because that's really precious and you have them for a reason. And just take this as a lesson, okay? It just, yeah. And maybe also, if you did have a little bit of conflict with a friend because of that girl, a woman, whatever, make peace with them, okay? Make peace with them and just come into your senses, I'd say. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's see if there's a little bit more of advice for you in general or towards this situation. And I think that with that, I'm gonna wrap up this reading. You know, situations happen and you just really have to be patient with yourself. Be patient with life, because sometimes things don't go as fast as you think that they're going to be. Okay, so you see. You're right now living in this bit of a, rough period where you just realize about this friendship not being as good as you thought they were, whatever. And maybe you are going to feel like you're going to go back to just, be really focused on your studies or your work or whatever. And, you're just really going to feel like, okay, back in the cave, that kind of feeling. But really, that's just a period of your life. Okay, that's just a little bit of that's just a period. Okay, everything is temporary. And after that, you're really going to step into that star energy, okay, baby? Because you got something, okay? You got something. You're special. And yeah, you just really have to surround yourself with people that really see that. Because the thing is that there could be a reality, or a fact, and some people just won't see it, okay? And they'll act in consequence to that, like treat you like, and you're not really looking into that. you are really looking for people that will just get you, understand you, see you, and appreciate you for the beautiful soul that you are. And you're really going to step into this star energy very soon in a new period of your life. Maybe you're going to change, or you're just going to have an upgrade, okay? And in that upgrade, you're going to meet a lot of people. You see, like, there's a lot of rivers, It's just there's just abundance coming into your life. So just trust the process, feel your feelings, and know that this is just preparing you and giving you knowledge to really manage things better in the future and really just have your best life, my love, because that's what you truly, truly, truly deserve. And with that, I'm gonna end this reading, my love. I hope that everything goes well for you. I love you so much, and I'll see you soon.